All right, so in this video, we're going to look at standard form for linear functions. All right, we've already talked about, the y equals mx plus b form or slope-intercept form. Okay, slope-intercept form is where y is on one side of the equation by itself. Standard form, you see here, the x and the y are both on the same side of the equation, and then there's a constant term on the other side, all right? Just one number standing alone by itself. The other thing to point out is that the a, the b, and the c, they all have to be whole numbers. They have to be integers, okay? So like on the second example I've got here, a is -2, b is an assumed 1, and then c is 9, okay? These examples over here on the right-hand side, they're just some funky form. They're not in any well-known, well-defined form for linear equations. All right, the first one's not because 3/4 is not an integer. It's not a whole number. And then this last one, it's not because the x and the y are not on the same side of the equation. That's what's killing that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about whether or not a point is on the line. So a point just represents an xy pair that is a solution to the given equation. Right? And that's all we're going to test out. We're just going to see if 2, 4 will satisfy this equation at the top here. So we'll plug in 2 for x, 4 for y, and see if it equals 8. That's what we're testing out. And it obviously doesn't, not for this one. 2 times 4 itself is equal to 8. And then if you add 2 to it, you do not get 8. So that point is not on the line. All right, how about 6, 1? We'll plug in 6 for x. So it'll be 6 plus 2 times 1. And we're testing to see if that's equal to 8. And it is. Yep, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 6 gives you 8. So this one I'll give a little check mark to. Good job, point. The second one, it'll be 8 plus 2 times 0. Well, this is just 0, so you're left with 8. Yep. As long as it balances this equation, as long as you get the same thing back on the left hand and the right hand side, that means that it is a solution. All right. 4 plus 2 times 0. This one does not equal 8. All right, this will equal 4. -2 for x plus 2 times 5. Okay, this is going to be -2 plus 10, which does equal 8. Yep. So that point as well, that's also on this line. Now while I'm here, I might as well mention it. Given 2 points, we could find the slope of this line. All right, we're not going to talk about graphs today, but as long as we know 2 points on the line, we could find the slope of this line. So it's important to note that whenever it's in standard form, the slope is not always just going to be this number attached to the x like it was whenever it was in slope-intercept form. But I could find the slope by just applying that slope formula on those 2 points. If I do 1 minus 0 as my top, and then 6 minus 8 as my bottom, I'll get 1 over -2. And that would be the slope of that line. Okay? All right, let's move on. We'll look at one more. All right, find 2 points that are on this line and find the slope of this line. Okay. So again, I'm just going to take these points and I'm going to plug them in and see if the equation balances. So it's going to be -2 times 1 plus 3 times 4. All right, this is going to be -2. This is going to be +12. -2 plus 12, that does equal 10. So that point is on the line. All right, if we try the second point, negative 2 times 3 for x, 3 times 6 for y. This will be negative 6 plus 18, which does not equal 10. Aw, man. All right, 0, 4. This one's not going to work out. Negative 2 times 0 just is 0. And then 3 times 4 does not equal 10. All right, this will give you a 12 right here. So that's not going to work out either. All right, let me erase some of this. All right, negative 2, 2. Negative 2, but I'm plugging in negative 2 for my x. And then 3 times 2 for my y. All right, this will give me positive 4. 3 times 2 is positive 6. And that does equal 10. There you go. That point is on that line. There is one more. This one right here is also on the line. Negative 2 times negative 8 plus 3 times negative 2. This gives you positive 16 plus negative 6, and that does equal 10. All right, we want to find the slope of the line while we're here. So I'll take these 2 points that are actually on the line and just find the slope between them. Okay, it's going to be 4 minus 2. That's when you subtract those y values over 1 minus negative 2. Okay, that's going to give me a 2 on top and a 3 on bottom. So 2/3 would be the slope of this line.